Welcome to part 2 of the greatest adventure of my life. If you haven't seen part 1, check it out first before diving into this one. Here is a quick recap. My friend and I started our journey from different cities on the 4th of July weekend, meeting at an Airbnb on day 0. On day 1, we headed to Adirondack Lodge and Hot Lake Programs Center. We hit the trail around 9 a.m. that day, hiking through Marcy Dam and Avalanche Lake, finally camping at Lake Colden for that night. Now let's continue our remaining trip. After admiring the starry sky, we fell asleep by 9 p.m., lulled by the river's gentle flow. We were a bit anxious about the black bear, but because many campers were nearby, it stayed away. However, a mischievous chipmunk raided our food that night.
This marks our second day of backpacking. What's the time? It's 5:30 a.m. today. Today we have a long journey to go because we only covered like 6 miles of our total journey. So we have today like 13 or 14 miles to go, and it's 5,000 feet of elevation gain. So it will be hard today. So he's just sleeping here.
We had a long day ahead, so we woke up at 6 a.m., packed up, and set off for the trailhead.
So we are headed towards Mount Marcy now. This is our second day of backpacking. We just took off from our camping ground. So let's hope we'll have a wonderful journey today because the road is very long. We're heading toward Mount Marcy.
The day began with an uphill climb beside the river that transformed into a stunning waterfall.
I just thought one thing. People says that if you don't die, then you won't see heaven. But I'm saying that if you don't travel enough, then you won't feel the presence of heaven. I think heaven lies where we find peace inside us.
After an hours of hike, we found a perfect spot by the small waterfall to catch up our breath and enjoy breakfast. I could not resist a cold dip in the river, and while I refreshed myself, my friend cooked up our meal.
Stairway to heaven.
Post breakfast, we trekked uphill towards the final stretch before Mount Marcy. We paused to rest and refill our water bottle in a valley tucked between hills, but the rising heat pushed us to refresh again by the river. I don't know if you are aware or not, but Mount Marcy is a New York State's highest peak.
The roads are steep. Our determination is firm. We are slowly but steadily challenging this road.
Our final climb was steep and grueling.
We are at the starting our final climb towards Mount Marcy. Let's see the face now, and then after we climb up, how will our face be? So you can just deduct it from there. Let's see. I'm happy now. It's like 1,000 feet of elevation in 0.9 miles. It's gonna be a lot. Okay, let's see you up there.
We pushed every muscle, but because we refused to give up, we reached a breathtaking viewpoint after a mile of struggle. The endless layers of mountain left me speechless.
I cannot describe the view. I cannot.
Step by step, we finally reached the summit, and all our hard work paid off. We are both from Nepal, home to Mount Everest, the world's highest peak. I have witnessed many views like this back home, but it's been nearly 5 years since I left Nepal in the search of a better future. The view reminiscent of my homeland Nepal. As I watched the endless layers of mountain, it felt like a long lost piece of home. We relaxed, had lunch under drifting cloud, and I even played a few ukulele chords to celebrate. As we sat at the peak of Adirondack, that is Marcy Mountain, we were reluctant to leave. We had a long way to go and other mountains to climb. But my friend told me that he was too tired and he got some problem on his leg while climbing up. Therefore, we decided instead of taking our predefined path, we will take an alternative route to Jones Brook Lodge. So we are heading down from Mount Mercy, and we have changed our slight course of direction for our trail because I think it won't be that much worth now going up and down. Therefore, we packed our bag and began the long descent. We are finally to the camping ground. We're trying to search for a place. It was such a long hike. So say something. What do we see, man? I'm so tired. I just want to... After arriving at John Brooks Lodge, we searched for a campsite. We assumed any spot will do. But when we discovered some sites required reservation, we backtracked and trekked back half a mile to find the campsite. That day, we walked almost 12 miles. Exhausted, yet determined, we cooked a hearty meal. So this is our day 2 and this is our dinner. So today we walked about 13 miles, almost 13 miles. And this is our dinner. So we are having rice, some chickpeas, some beans and some mashed potatoes. So our great friend Vives,
not friend, Seth
cooked it, and it is wonderful. But we could not get any salt here, so I think it will be fine for today. But I think tomorrow at morning we'll have a wonderful dinner. But this is also great.
Tomorrow morning dinner.
Tomorrow morning we'll have a wonderful.
My friend crashed early because he was too tired. But the love of stars kept me awake. Then the final day arrived.
This is our third day and final day. So we just woke up in this campsite. We're gonna head down to the main parking lot. It's about 7 miles. Hope we can reach there in like 3 hours, 3-4 hours. How are you feeling, man? Tired?
Great.
On the final day, we woke up at 7 a.m., packed our tent and gear,
Okay, we are all set to go now. This was our campground for yesterday. It served us pretty well.
Refilled our water at the resort,
Parking lot.
and set off on a 7-mile return hike.
3 hours.
We chatted, played games, and the hike felt easier than yesterday.
We are playing truth and truth right now to kill our time. Now it's your turn to ask me a question. Go on, man, go on
Okay, I'll warn you this time.
with your question.
I'll warn you.
डाल दे पगला के डाल दे ना मलाई क्वेश्चन में डाल दे न
Do you miss Nepal? Or how badly do you missing right now? How badly are you missing right now?
Very good question. I'll have to appreciate for that. Right now,
Like if you had option to go and stay in Nepal,
exactly, man. I would love to go.
the same job and benefits that you have right now.
I won't think twice, man. I won't think twice to do like that because for me, what matters is if like family care is extremely that matters to me, and I have a dream like eating together during morning time and then at dinner time. So at daytime you can go anywhere, but at night time you should come home and then be with your family.
We stopped by the river for brunch. We cooked our final meal. I then took one last refreshing dip by the river. Leaving me to enjoy the dip in the river, my friend also decided to jump in the river. Finally, we reached our car.
So we are almost here at our parking spot. It's like about 0.1 mile. It was fun. The 3 days passed so fast. The hiking was great. The view was great. The lake was great. The company was great. Peaceful feeling. So, how are you feeling? Let's share some thoughts.
Feeling great. So where do I begin with? Begin from. Where do I begin from? This is a great feeling. What happened to do this again?
Again, sometime, yeah.
You.
Parking spot. This is our car. We need to return the beer canister to the site.
It was a long journey,
We are back.
but every moment in the wild was exhilarating and unforgettable. Being completely in the wild, out of the grid, was totally new feelings for me. I cannot describe the happiness I felt during that moment. I am heading towards my home and it will take me like 35 minutes to reach there. Yeah, so let's talk about the backpacking trip. How did it felt and what did I realized? So first thing that I realized during my hiking, like trekking, carrying the backpack, was your mind will run very wild. You will think a lot of like what will happen if my leg broke, what will happen if I fall from there, what will happen if bear come and attack me, what will happen if my partner got sick and he broke his leg, and what will I do? So that kind of negative thought keep on coming to your mind. So the best thing that I found was to talk with the travel companion, so that helped a lot. That made us forget our time, so that was pretty good. That was a new experience. And other thing is that I think now I'm much stronger, and now I have much more endurance than what I used to have before I started backpacking. And I'm gonna sign off now. This concludes my 3 days backpacking trip.